Okay, so as you know, I've been uploading a lot of GTA, and I got copyright claims on a few of the videos because of the musical content, what's on the radio essentially. And I've been talking about this in the GTA 5 playthrough a lot. I've shouted this law every single time the radio has been on. So essentially, I found out that the UK has this wonderful, wonderful little piece of legislation. Copyright Designs and Patents Act, 1988. Now, this is a bunch of legal talk, so I'm going to boil it down for you. Actually, you know what? I can read just a few of these snippets. Copyright in a work is not infringed by its incidental inclusion in an artistic work, sound recording, film, or broadcast. A musical work, words, spoken or sung with music, or so much of a sound recording or broadcast as includes a musical work or such other words, shall not be regarded as incidentally included in another work if it is deliberately included. So, I take this to mean that if you are playing a video game that has background music, that by default is incidentally included. By default. Because you have no control over what music plays, when it plays, and how it plays. You did not deliberately put that music there. The game makers put that music there. That's incidental by my account, because you did not deliberately put it there. Therefore, you shouldn't have to face the ramifications of the video game makers putting the song there. So, for example, if you're playing GTA 5 and a song is on the radio, that is incidental inclusion. Because you had no control over what if the radio was going to be on, what it was going to play, anything. You can turn it off, yeah, but sometimes that interrupts gameplay. And in the case of GTA 5, that will actually cut off dialogue. So you never really are sure when it's safe to turn it on or off. In the case of GTA 4, you couldn't turn the radio off at all. It was just defaulted to on, and you had to hold that. But so the songs in GTA 4 while you're driving around are incidental in their inclusion in your video, and they're kind of forced, but not by you. They're not deliberately there. So, yesterday morning, I disputed 3 videos. Actually, no, I disputed 4. One of them was released immediately because it was a bogus claim, obviously. And the other 3 are still here, except for one. One got removed. Claim released. Tupac Shakur, Ambitions of a Writer. Hallelujah. I'm finally getting somewhere. Incidental inclusion of that song, and they released the claim. The first victory for an actual copyright law. For me personally. Because fair use doesn't cut it. YouTube does not give a single fuck about fair use. They never have, and they never will. Because if you try to argue something that is in fair use, chances are if it's musical related, they're going to reinstate it. So this is a big step forward for me, and for anybody that's in the UK. Now these, awaiting my response, awaiting my response, and awaiting my response. Yeah, there's 3 in there. So this lovely little piece of legislation should ride me to victory. Now this is what I put. Since I am based in the UK, this applies to me. This video falls under the Copyright Designs and Patents Act of 1988, as shown here, link to the legislation. As the music was incidentally included due to it being on the in-game radio and I had no control over if it got in or not. And then I copy-pasted what's on the page. You know, just in case they don't click the link. But I want to be thorough. So that's what I put. And for 2 videos, one of them being bogus, because the claim was bogus overall, it seemed. So for one real video with Tupac, I was able to get it released. So this is pretty big, as I've said before, and I think it's just the first step to fight the power, because as of right now, this is my only option to fight musical claims. Because musical claims are the worst kind of claims. Because usually record companies will just reinstate without even thinking. But if I can provide actual proof and evidence that what they are doing is incorrect, besides just bullshit fair use, because that's such a grey area, this, I feel, is the first piece of law that makes this not a grey area anymore. Because I truly believe that the law does mean how I think it means. And I truly believe that this is the first piece of something that will make this not such a grey area in the UK. Now, I don't know how it will work with all the international shit, but because I'm based in the UK, I mean, a certain company that I had dealings with had no problems claiming, striking me down because of laws that were in their country and their country alone. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see how this pans out, but hopefully, I don't know if other countries have something similar, but hopefully this will do what I want it to do. Hopefully. Time will tell. But I just wanted to update you all on that. So, yeah. Fingers crossed. Alright, I'm out. Bye.